Get your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.
Cell validation lets you restrict data entry in selected cells to a limited range of values. To use cell validation, first select the cell or cell range upon which to place data entry restrictions. Then click the Data Validation button in the Data Tools button group on the Data tab of the ribbon. In the Data Validation dialog box that opens are three tabs: Settings, Input Message, and Error Alert. To set the range of allowable values for the selected cell or cells, click the Settings tab. Use the Allow drop-down to select a restriction criteria. To restrict the cell entry to values within a specified limit, select either the whole number or decimal choice from the drop-down. Then use the Data drop-down to select a comparison criteria. Then specify the value or values within which to allow data entry. Alternatively, select the List choice from the Allow drop-down on the Settings tab to restrict data entry in the selected cells to a list of cell values in the worksheet. Then click the Collapse dialog button at the right end of the source field to collapse the Data Validation dialog box to a single line. Then click and drag over the cells to use as the list of values from which the user can select. Then click the Expand dialog button at the right end of the field to expand the dialog box again. To the right of the Data Validation dialog box, you can check the In-Cell drop-down checkbox to make the cell's data entry method a drop-down list from which the user can select a choice. Alternatively, select Date or Time from the Allow drop-down to restrict data entry in the selected cell or cells to a range of dates or times. Then use the Data drop-down to select a comparison operator for your criteria. Use the Start Date or Start Time and, if needed, the End Date or End Time fields to set the date or time range by which to restrict data entry. Alternatively, select the Text Length choice from the Allow drop-down to restrict the length of text entries in cells. Then use the Data drop-down to select a comparison operator. Then use the minimum and/or maximum fields to set the upper and lower limits of the text length in characters for the data entry. Alternatively, select Custom from the Allow drop-down to enter a logical formula or select a logical formula cell in the formula field. A logical formula has to evaluate to either true or false. This indicates whether or not to allow data entry in the cell. After selecting what data to allow on the Settings tab, note that you can check or uncheck the Ignore Blanks checkbox for most selections. To allow null or empty values as valid cell entries, check this checkbox. To disallow blank cells as valid entries, clear the checkbox. Note that if you have a reference to a range with a blank cell in it for the allowed values of the cell, then checking the Ignore Blank checkbox lets users enter any cell value into the cell as valid data. To set an optional message to display when a user selects the cell for data entry, click the Input Message tab in the Data Validation dialog box. Then check the Show Input Message when cell is selected checkbox. Then type a title for the message box that appears when the user selects this cell into the title field. Then type the message to show the user into the Input Message field. When the user clicks into this worksheet cell, a cell comment containing the message appears next to the cell. They can click and drag the message to a different worksheet location if it is in the way when they select the cell for data entry. To set how Excel responds to invalid data entry in the cell, click the Error Alert tab. Then check the Show Error Alert After Invalid Data is Entered checkbox to enable this feature. Then use the Style drop-down to set the icon that appears in the error dialog box. The icon appears below the Style drop-down. Then type the title for the error message box into the Title field. Then type the text of your error message into the Error Message field. After setting the data validation for the currently selected worksheet cells, click the OK button in the Data Validation dialog box to apply it. When you apply data validation to cells containing pre-existing values, the existing values are not checked against the new cell validation rules. So you can have existing data that breaks the cell validation rules you applied. To check if any existing cells contain invalid data entries, click the Data Validation drop-down button in the Data Tools button group on the Data tab of the ribbon. Then select the Circle Invalid Data command from the drop-down buttons menu. Doing this then circles the invalid cell entries with a red circle. You can then edit the values of the circled cells. To remove the red circles from around the invalid data, click the Data Validation drop-down button in the Data Tools button group on the Data tab of the ribbon. Then select the Clear Validation Circles command from the drop-down buttons menu to remove them. To edit a cell's data validation restrictions, select the cells to edit. Then click the Data Validation button in the Data Tools button group on the Data tab of the ribbon. Doing this then opens the Data Validation dialog box again, where you can change the settings as desired. If you change one cell of several cells that have the same cell validation rule applied, you can check the Apply these changes to all other cells with the same settings checkbox at the bottom of the Settings tab in the Data Validation dialog box, and then click the OK button to apply the change to the selected cell and also all other cells in the worksheet with the same data validation settings applied. To clear cell validation after applying it to a cell or cells in a worksheet, select the cell or cells from which to remove the cell validation. Then click the Data Validation button in the Data Tools button group on the Data tab of the ribbon. Then click the Clear All button in the lower left corner of the Data Validation dialog box to remove all cell validation settings from the selected cells.
Like what you see? Pick up your free copy of the complete tutorial at www.teachucomp.com/free.